what else do I want to say? So I've just got back from the Caingorme Loop yesterday, and I'm just going to do this quick 5-minute video just to talk about how effective the gearbox were. I didn't do it on this bike, I did it on my Tout Terrain Outback. This is the Tout Terrain Scrambler, and I don't go back to work until next week, so I'm hopefully going to come out on this and do a full review of this bike. But I just wanted to say I could not be more convinced by Tout Terrain, by Pinion and by Gates belt. Why did I like the gearbox drive system for that ride? The bike was heavily loaded, quite heavy, the terrain was quite technical, but one brilliant thing that always happened was if I ever stalled, I could just twist the grip, a numerous amount of gears stationary, be in whatever gear I wanted to be in, and ride straight off. Whereas everyone else, they were fumbling with their shifters, trying to lift the bike up, turning the cog so they could get started again. I didn't have anything to do like that. I just jumped on the bike, twist shifted the gears, and off I went. Another brilliant thing is that you can just twist so many gears in one go. You could go from gear 18 to gear 1 stationary, no problem at all. I know people say that you can't get drop bar shifters, but drop bar shifters for a gearbox, Pinion gearbox, but yes you can, because Sync do them, Co-Motion do a twist shifter here, so that's not a consideration anymore. Another reason why I loved it, we had numerous river crossings, completely sealed. Belt drive didn't need any oiling or maintenance. Those guys with the chains and the derailleurs, every single time they came out of a river, you just looked at the state of the chain. That evening, the bikes are making some hell of a racket. They're lubing up their chains. I just plonk my bike to the side. What do? I make my tea. I have my food while they're cleaning and lubing. I didn't have anything to worry about like that. Just so robust. They had several chains snap on them. I just took a spare belt, didn't have any issues, didn't need to swap the belt, didn't need to do anything. There are some negative things that people say about gearboxes, and I just want to get rid of those. The first one is that you can't shift under pressure. Now, we've just done a ride on this with this system, and it's the same with the twist system. I do not back off any more than what I would with a derailleur system, because that's just good practice. Another thing that people don't like is the shifting thing, but I've just gone through why that's an amazing thing to have anyway. The weight seems to be an issue, because people look at the weight of a gearbox and it's about 1 kilogram to the 18 speed, which is about 1.5 kilograms, something like that. But if you think about what it's actually replacing, it's replacing a heavy chain, it's replacing a full-on cassette with just this one thing here, it's replacing a bottom bracket. The saving in weight is only marginal if you're on a derailleur system. People complain about drag. I do not detect any drag with a Pinion gearbox. I'll be completely honest, and I detected loads of drag with a roll-off, and I don't know whether that's because of the rotating mass in the wheel or just the perception of noise, but I did feel like when I rode a roll-off gearbox in the hub, there was drag there, but I don't get any feeling of that with a Pinion. Completely silent in all gears. And I think when you are talking about the drag, when you look at all the numbers in the that they do with the experiments, it's marginal, because they say that the derailleur system is the best, most efficient, but when it's dirty, it's the least efficient. But I have to say that when I've ridden a clean system and a dirty system, that I can't tell the difference. So the difference between all different systems must be so tiny. But like I say, having done the Caingorme Loop with a gearbox and belt, I am fully convinced by them. It's just unbelievable. I got the bike back. All I need to do now is, when I get back home, spray it down, let it dry out, stick it back in the shed. But like I say, I'm going to do a full review of this. There's another video coming about the Caingorme Loop on the Outback. I'll keep my friction shifting bikes, as people keep classic cars. It's just nice to have there, just to go out on a little ride sometime. But I honestly think that these are a system that can get you through anything with no maintenance. By the way, I just wanted to add, check out the video on this scrambler because I am absolutely loving it. It's so comfortable on this type of bridle way terrain. You can see there, it's a lovely little machine. So there'll be a proper review on this coming up shortly. So just doing a little bit of single track on the Tout Terrain Scramblers, and I'm really enjoying the ride. And like I say, there'll be a full-on review of this bike coming up shortly. But thumbs up, big thumbs up.